Hello and welcome to King University Basketball, presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. Time for the men's game. Here are your starting lineups. First for the visiting Southern Wesleyan University Warriors. At guard, a senior number 1, Brendan Hoban. At forward, a senior number 11, Hunter Davis. At guard, a senior number 13, DeMarcus Addy. At guard, a senior number 22, Jalen Lowry. And at forward, a senior number 35, Trenard Farrell. The Warriors are coached by Darius Carter and Dexter Terry today. They come in with an overall record of 1-1. And now the starting lineup for your King University Tornado. At guard, a senior number 2, Josh Relaford. At guard / forward, a junior number 4, that's MJ Faust. At guard, redshirt junior number 10, Michael Mays. At forward, a senior number 21, Damian Ottman. And at forward, a junior number 23, Brandon Lamberth. The Tornado are coached in his first season by Jason Gillespie. He's assisted by Michael Phelps and Dwight Sanders. Tornado are 2-3 overall. They're 1-2 in conference. If you're feeling like you've seen this before, this two teams just played each other last night. Things wrapping up just about 9 o'clock, and they are back at it again less than 24 hours later for round 2. Southern Wesleyan coming out victorious last night, 104-89. And after the way they ended the Tornadoes season last year, the last thing King wants is another loss. Looking to get in the right side of the win column today. Lambert and Davis tipped that one off. Davis won it, so Warriors will win it. First ball going from left to right on your screen and right into the corner for an open 3. Cannot connect. That's number 0, Dunlap. Did they change the lineups on me? Yeah, I had different starters listed, and on the scoreboard it's different as well. That is TJ Dunlap starting for the Warriors. King starts off well with a three-pointer, and now this one. Mays, I thought he might try it again after that opening 3. Instead, it's Damian Ottman for 3. A little short on that offering. Ball on the court. Lambert has it and called timeout. Well, they granted it to him. No, so the foul occurred before the timeout was called. That foul is on number 11, Hunter Davis. They'll give it to the Tornado under their own basket, 20 on the shot clock. Lambert thought about taking the shot. Double dribble by Mr. Ottman will turn it over. So as I mentioned, that is TJ Dunlap, number 0, getting the start, not number 1, Brendan Hoban. They still haven't corrected it on the scoreboard, so. Good ball movement all the way around the wing into the corner for 3. No. That was Lowry unable to connect. We got a foul on the Warriors. They're going to whistle Farrell for the foul. Quickly, that's Solomon Smith going to check in. Farrell out. 2 quick fouls on the Warriors. Lambert trying to do a little one-on-one. Backing up Davis. Nice shot, but not on target. Mays with the offensive rebound. MJ calling for it on the other far side of the floor. Damian with the jumper. King in their beautiful red uniforms. Kind of old school looking, I love it. Three from Davis, no good in the corner. Rebound and the putback. Solomon Smith just checking in and making an impact. Let's see if MJ tries to pick up where he left off last night. A scoring bonanza from that young man. 31 points, if I recall correctly. There's the turnover. One-on-one, Relford will pick up the defense. Great job. Loose ball, kicked around a couple times out of bounds. It'll be Warrior basketball. Damian will sit down into the game for the first time. That's Jason Brooks. He got the start yesterday, off the bench today. Nice entry pass right to Dunlap for the easy two. Traveling. A couple of turnovers by King in the opening minutes of this contest. Josh give him a little bit of pressure coming up the floor. King opens up. Thought it was his own. It may be man-to-man. Yeah, man-to-man defense. Knocked away, but right to him. In the corner, a contested three, no good by Addy. Relford to the lane, no good. Big offensive rebound, put back. Nah! Brandon Lamberth can't convert, but he is fouled. Fouls on TJ Dunlap. You see the Arby's instant replay there, showing exactly what went down there to the basket. No, the foul was actually on number 13. That is DeMarcus Addy. First shot is up and good for Lamberth. See Coach Gillespie there on the bench, hoping for a different result today. Lamberth, the junior from McLeansville, North Carolina. Tornado up 7-4, early moments here in the game. Reach in foul on the Tornado. Get that one on Relford. Don't want to see an early foul from him as he fouled out last night. Drop back three-pointer is well off. Addy with the miss, and there's the steal going back the other way. Relford 1-on-2. Again, great defense to prevent the basket. Brooks will push it. Back to Mays, way downtown, no good. Addy to the basket, this time it's good. Outside wasn't working, so he moves inside for the two. Beautiful move. Relford with the pass, and no good on that three-point attempt. Faust with the miss. All tied up, Brooks with a steal. Big fella right into the hands of the much smaller Dunlap, and Addy didn't have to take a whole lot of steps as he was right there and gets the easy basket. First lead of the day for the Warriors. Relford all tied up, and he is fouled. Media timeout time. This is King University basketball presented by the City of Bristol, Tennessee.
King University basketball is presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready.
The places we call work and home are starting to look more and more alike. When you could live and work anywhere, why not make it somewhere extraordinary? Where the air is fresher, your paycheck goes further, and at up to 10 gigabits per second, the internet is some of the fastest in the country. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready. Start your next chapter at bristolisready.com.
At King University, we prepare you for your career and for your life.
King has impacted my life in more ways than I could have ever imagined. And this really came out when I was able to go on one of the mission trips to Atlanta, Georgia to work with refugee children with King University. It was in that moment that I realized that this was truly the moment that I was meant to come to King, and I just love how beautifully King University weaves faith and learning together.
Welcome back. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. Tornado bench there. They were up early, but now find themselves down by one. I think that foul was on the floor. Yeah, so Tornado will inbound underneath their own basket. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Couple substitutions in for King. 25, Connor Jordan. Brooks with a shot blocked. Right down the floor to Davis. Pump fake up and is good for two. Also see number 5, Isaiah Curry, in for King. And they are all over MJ today after the night he had last night. Can't blame him. Beautiful move. Brooks to the basket. Great anticipation. And he will go in for the layup. The steal going coast to coast. Isaiah Curry. Put the Tornado back on top. Chance of defense coming up from the Tornado bench. That's off his foot. I thought that would have been a kick. There's a reach-in foul. That's on Michael Mays, his first.
Hey, wedge, 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 wedge.
Fresh 20 on the shot clock. Trap swinging around. Davis open man got a mismatch. And they finally get it. That's probably could have called a couple fouls on that one. Davis getting banged around down low, as you can see on the Arby's instant replay. A lot of contact there, and then finally getting it on Brooks there with a little too much contact. Three-pointer is no good by Lowry, but long offensive rebound, they'll try it again. Right around, nicely done. Another foul by Brooks, so 2 quick ones for him. I'm guessing Jason's going to have to check out. Yep, here comes Damon to relieve him. Him to the line to shoot 2, Hunter Davis, the senior from Fort Myers, Florida. Checking back in for the Warriors, number 35, Jannard Farrell, and number 0, TJ Dunlap. As I mentioned, Damian Ottman back in for the Tornado. All tied up at 11. Jordan will push it up. Pull-up jumper, no good, too strong. First shot of the day for Connor. Right to the basket, kick out for 3. No, he'll drive instead. Back to, done that for 3. The sophomore knocks that one down. There's Blake Atwood in the game for the Tornado. Unable to connect on that one. I miss him checking in. My bad. Also see number 11, Darren Howard. There's another 3 from the other side. That's Edwin Brady for 3, and all of a sudden it's a 6-point lead. We got a foul on Southern Wesleyan. That one called on Brady, his first, team's 5th. Ottman open 4-3. Defense closed quickly on it. Rebound. And the putback. Nicely done there by Darren Howard. Solomon Smith and DeMarcus Addy back in for the Warriors a moment ago. And again, good ball movement, find that open player. Extra passes towards the basket. Davis is fouled. That would be our media timeout under 12. King University basketball presented by the City of Bristol Tennessee, as you see the Arby's instant replay as we head to the break.
Slow roasted roast beef, turkey, and premium Angus beef, sliced fresh every day. Jamocha shakes and more. Get yours at Arby's of the Tri-Cities, your neighborhood restaurant. With deep roots in our region, Arby's is committed to strengthening its commitment to the Tri-Cities and investing in the surrounding areas. Arby's, great food and great neighbors supporting the Tri-Cities community. Arby's, we have the meats.
Insist on quality crafted rubber parts when you need to seal and protect. Steel Rubber Products has been making the highest quality restoration rubber parts for generations. From factory fit replacements to custom and universal, Steel Rubber has the rubber parts you need for your classy car, truck, RV, or boat. Spend more time restoring and less time searching for parts. For a free catalog, call or log on to steelrubber.com. Steel Rubber Products, quality crafted rubber parts and weather stripping.
Welcome back. King University basketball presented by the City of Bristol, Tennessee. 11:53 to go in this one. King down by 4, and I believe we'll be shooting some foul shots for the Warriors. Yes, indeed. That's going to be Hunter Davis back at the line. Connects on the first one. Second shot upcoming. Hits them both.
Middle, DeMarcus.
There. Again. Darren Howard. Back-to-back baskets for that young man. During the break, we saw Brandon Lambert back in. Isaiah Curry checked out for King. Going to get a whistle and a foul. Damian Ottman, his first foul today. Into the line to shoot 2, Solomon Smith, senior from Greensboro, North Carolina. Connects on the first. Hits them both.
Middle, Tajay, take it away. Squeeze it, Jalen. You good? Stay in the middle, Jake.
A little bit of pressure this time by Southern Wesleyan. Ottman thought about three-hill drive. Spin move, fader is good. Damien with a nice looking shot there for two. Pull back three, nothing but net. Jalen Lowry. Lambert with a high arcer, maybe grazed the rim. Back out, wide open three-pointer, no good by Davis. Ahmed with a big rebound. That one is short from Darren Howard, and a whistle. They're going to get Lambert on the loose ball foul. And already shooting foul shots in the bonus with over 10 minutes to go in the half. Curry comes back in the game, Ottman out. Shooting 1-1, Jalen Lowry, senior from Charlotte.
Hey, fist right here, fist. Fist. Fist.
Air ball.
Fist.
10-10 to go in this one. King already down 7, looking for some answers on offense. Let's see who steps up. Lambert with the shoulder towards the basket. Tough shot. Makes it. Earned every bit of that one. Desperation heave to a teammate, out of bounds. And that's enough to bring some life to the King bench. Of course, it's essential staff only right now, so it's about the only noise you'll hear from time to time. Needs some help, gets it. Atwood for 3, no. Two Warrior players collided with each other. Thought the ball might knock loose, but they're able to compose themselves. Drive to the basket, and he's fouled. KJ Dunlap will head to the line to shoot 2. I think he still one of the players collided with each other a moment ago on the opposite end. Looks to be all right, though. First shot by Dunlap is good. The sophomore from Columbia, South Carolina. That foul a moment ago was by Blake Atwood, his first. Team's 8th. Quickly checking in, that's number 1, Brendan Hoban. So Addy checks out, and Brady in for the Warriors. Lambert will take it himself. Runner with the right hand, no good. tied up. Last touch, Tornado. Josh Relaford back in, Connor Jordan out. Excellent pass. Davis to the rim, lays it in. Little floater by Howard's no good. Curry able to get the offensive rebound, and Tornado will try it again. Pull-up jumper this time by Howard. That one's short and knocked away. King will have another chance at it. Oh my goodness. Pretty deep three-pointer that time by Relaford. He can hit them, but you'd probably like for a better shot than 5 feet behind the three-point line.
Move it, get it moving, get it moving, get it moving, get it moving.
There's a good trap. He's able to get out of it, though. Wide open to the basket. Easily done by Brendan Hoban. Lead pushed up to 11 for the Warriors. Relaford with a fader, a little short on that one. And a tough rebound. The foul is going to be called on Brady. That's our media timeout. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
If you've never visited McAllister before, I 100% suggest you do, because you're going to be treated like family and the food you receive is going to be top-notch. I just love being able to sit down with the guests and chit-chat with them about anything. We care about them as a guest and also as a friend at the same time.
The places we call work and home are starting to look more and more alike. When you could live and work anywhere, why not make it somewhere extraordinary? Where the air is fresher, your paycheck goes further, and at up to 10 gigabits per second, the internet is some of the fastest in the country. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready. Start your next chapter at bristolisready.com.
Welcome back, everybody. This is King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. Looking into the Warriors huddle. They're enjoying an 11-point lead here with 7:17 to go in the first half. Kind of picking right up where they left off last night. Able to get a 15-point victory last night. King looking a little flat today. Looking for some offensive answers that start right here. Tornado will inbound underneath their own basket. Foul nearly taken away. Gets his defender up in the air towards the basket. Had a good look at it. First shot no good. Tip is good. So there's the first basket of the night for MJ Faust. As I mentioned, I think, pretty sure it was about 31 points last night and just hasn't had a chance to really get going at all today. That three, no good by Dunlap. Tornado back the other way. Right to the basket and denied. Last touch, Tornado. Lambert looked like he had an open path to the lane, but defender closed, able to get the rejection. That's Hunter Davis with the block. Pull-up jumper, no good by Hoban. Faust, entry pass, able to get it to Curry, knocked out. Last touch. Officials talk it over. Last touch Warriors, 21 on the shot clock. Hoban out, Addy back in. Faust thought about it a couple times, and then over to Mays, has it taken away. Right to the, no good on the layup. And they'll get a foul. Mays going for the rebound, and he is fouled. Foul called on DeMarcus Addy. His second. And with both teams being in the bonus, they'll walk down the other end of the floor. Jalen Lowry back in for the Warriors. Mays toeing the line 1-1. And could really use both these. Misses the front end of the 1-1. Not good. Davis up on the baseline. Defense converges. 10 on the shot clock. It's a contested three. He nails it. Edwan Brady for three. Mays with the floater, one hand, no good. Backdoor cut, beautifully done. Easy layup there for Solomon Smith. Mays for three. Short on that offering. Faust, hard play. He goes down, holding his hip as he hit the ground hard. Fighting for that one. And he is up, back down. Looks to be okay. MJ will stay in there. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Lead up to 14. Swing across court, three-pointer, no good by Dunlap. And unable to control the rebound. Out of bounds will give it right back to Southern Wesleyan. A lot of frustration coming out that time. Mays batting the ball. Got to be careful in those plays. That's an easy way to get a technical. Another nice pass. Shot no good by Smith. Three-pointer up and good. Connor Jordan connects on that one. And they will press. Well, I guess that's what Coach Phelps wanted them to do. At least, man, down by 11. We'll need some stops. Three-pointer up and nothing but net. Brady with the answer. Offensive foul call. Damian Altman lowers the shoulder. Guilty of the offensive foul. As we get a look on the Arby's instant replay. This is King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
King University, presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee, is brought to you by McAllister's. Great food brings us together.
We discovered McAllister's way back when my husband and I were still dating. It's so nice to be able to just hop on the app, order our favorites, enjoy our McAllister's at home. It's awesome. Especially to working parents with 2 young kids. It is so fresh and it feels okay feeding it to my children weekly.
Go deep inside every automotive system with Tech Garage. From engines to braking systems, from fuel injection to suspension, and more, our team has it covered. Learn how your car works and what to do when it doesn't. Join ASE certified master technician John Gardner and his Tech Garage team every Saturday. There's no show like Tech Garage presented by RockAuto.com. And it's only on Motor Trend, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern and Pacific.
Welcome back. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. A bit of frustration there in the tornado huddle. They find themselves down 14, 3:58 to go in the opening half. Warriors with the basketball, and King will press. Could really use a turnover. Well, they fall back after the inbound. That three-pointer is no good. They get the offensive rebound after the miss by Lowry. Faust nearly with a steal. That three in the corner is good. TJ Dunlap knocks it down. He's got 8 points. Everybody's scoring for the Warriors. Little teardrop to the basket. Relford. Basket is no good. Good charge. Instead of a basket, you can see here on the Arby's instant replay. Shot was definitely off before the contact, just the fall through got him. So wipe off the basket and give Josh Relevert his second foul of the day. Skip pass to the corner for three, no good by Hoban. Faust trying to create something on his own up off the glass. It's good. MJ with 4 points now. And his team down 15. Down to Davis, gets his man up in the air. Jump ball called. Alternate possession will give it to the Tornado. Substitution in quickly. That is Jacob Smith for Southern Wesleyan. Pullback three-pointer, Relford is fouled. And unable to hit the shot, but he will be shooting three. Josh, the senior from Johnson City, Tennessee, about 20 minutes down the road. As you can see here on the Arby's instant replay, not a whole lot of contact there, but the foul. First two good. Makes all three. 2 minutes left to go in this one. Perfect time for a King run. Try to get back in this one before the half. That's a foul. Connor Jordan's first, and they'll walk down the other end to shoot two. Southern Wesleyan in the double bonus. DJ Dunlap will shoot these. First one's good. Number 11, Darren Howard, back in. Michael Mays will take a seat. Timeout called on the floor. That's a 30-second timeout, I believe. We'll stay here with them. Reset it. 3 timeouts left for Southern Wesleyan, 4 for the Tornado. 1:56 left to go in this one. So Coach Carter asked the official for the timeout after the make, and he was granted that. As you look inside the huddle, those foul shots putting them up by 14. Looking ahead to the Tornado schedule, they'll be on the road for the next 2, at Barton on Tuesday the 26th, and then at Erskine on Saturday the 30th before returning back here. Lees McRae on February the 2nd. That'll be our next men's contest. Tornado have it, trying to make something happen here before the half. Faust gets it down to Lambert on nice little tip pass. And again, Jordan will pick up full court pressure. Look at a foul called. I'm going to whistle that one on Darren Howard on the reach in. His first. And again, we'll be shooting 2 foul shots. Shooting 2, Jalen Lowry. King down 13, 1:08 to go here. Howard thought about 3, back out. Relford, no, doesn't pull the trigger. Now he does. Can't connect on that 3-point opportunity. Spin move towards the basket, back out for 3, no. Brady unable to connect. Quickly down the floor. To the basket and good on the layup, Connor Jordan. Shot clock is off. They will hold for the last one. Right past the defender, teardrop no good, put back no good, and he is fouled. Shooting 2, it's number 4, Solomon Smith, senior from Greensboro, North Carolina. 2.7 left. Not a whole lot of time to get back down the floor. First shot's good. A timeout call by the Tornado bench. 30-second timeout is called. We'll stay here with them. Tornado, unfortunately, pretty much right where they were last night as well. Going to need to make some adjustments heading into the half. We can quickly share some stats with you. Southern Wesleyan shooting it at 41% for the half, King at 37. The difference has been from the three-point line. Warriors 6 of 18, that's 33%. King just 2 of 11 from downtown, and a big difference at the foul line. Southern Wesleyan been there 13 times, not counting this shot, and made 11. Rebounding edge as well for the Warriors, as you'd expect, being up by 12. Second shot upcoming is a make. Let's see if Josh can get something off here. He does, and it hits the rim, but no good. The deficit is 13 at the half. We'll take a quick break here, be back in about 15. This is King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
If you've never visited McAllister before, I 100% suggest you do, because you're going to be treated like family and the food you receive is going to be top notch. I just love being able to sit down with the guests and chit chat with them about anything. We care about them as a guest and also as a friend at the same time.
Masters Entertainment Group is now offering live event streaming. Masters Entertainment Group's live streaming division can cover your event with a professional and experienced crew to give your event worldwide coverage. Don't miss out. Contact Masters Entertainment Group today. Slow roasted roast beef, turkey, and premium Angus beef, sliced fresh every day. Jamocha shakes, root beer floats, and more. Get yours at Arby's of the Tri-Cities, your neighborhood restaurant. With deep roots in our region, Arby's is committed to strengthening its commitment to the Tri-Cities and investing in the surrounding areas. Arby's, great food and great neighbors supporting the Tri-Cities community. Arby's, we have the meats.
The places we call work and home are starting to look more and more alike. When you could live and work anywhere, why not make it somewhere extraordinary? Where the air is fresher, your paycheck goes further, and at up to 10 gigabits per second, the internet is some of the fastest in the country. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready. Start your next chapter at bristolisready.com.
It's important that your car's chassis and undercarriage are well protected from the elements. NH Oil Undercoatings is the industry leader in technologically advanced, solvent-free, non-toxic, non-hazardous vehicle protective coatings. Don't wait until you have a structural failure or fail a safety inspection. Minimize auto corrosion damage and maximize protection for your investment with NH Oil Undercoatings. NH Oil Undercoatings. When it comes to auto corrosion prevention, we've got you covered.
Over. Chance high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Sometimes to get the job done, you have to get down low and go under. Easy to do with the Magic Creeper. Nothing's easier and more efficient than the patented Magic Creeper. Maneuver easily over any surface with limited wear and tear. Small objects are no obstacle. All with zero ground clearance and giving you 4 to 5 feet of travel. And with no weight limit, it can help move heavy objects. Visit MagicCreeper.com to get exclusive pricing and free shipping.
Go deep inside every automotive system with Tech Garage. From engines to braking systems, from fuel injection to suspension, and more, our team has it covered. Learn how your car works and what to do when it doesn't. Join ASE certified master technician John Gardner and his Tech Garage team every Saturday. There's no show like Tech Garage presented by RockAuto.com. And it's only on Motor Trend, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern and Pacific.
If you have a classic car that needs modern sound but with a flashback look, then Custom Auto Sound is the place to turn. Custom Auto Sound has been handcrafting OEM-style radios since 1977, and today they have systems for over 400 makes and models of classic cars. Custom Auto Sound units also offer modern convenience options such as iPod and USB docks, as well as Bluetooth connectivity. Whatever you drive, a Custom Auto Sound radio will make it come alive.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
There's a certain connection that a driver has with their automobile relative to sound.
The Borley exhaust brings an aspect to your vehicle that it did not leave the factory with.
It puts a sense of soul into something that a lot of exhaust manufacturers try to achieve with no success.
What we really build here is excitement, and we guarantee it for 1,000,000 miles.
Insist on quality crafted rubber parts when you need to seal and protect. Steel Rubber Products has been making the highest quality restoration rubber parts for generations. From factory fit replacements to custom and universal, Steel Rubber has the rubber parts you need for your classic car, truck, RV, or boat. Spend more time restoring and less time searching for parts. For a free catalog, call or log on to steelrubber.com. Steel Rubber Products, quality crafted rubber parts and weather stripping.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media,
many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
Masters Entertainment Group is now offering live event streaming. Masters Entertainment Group's live streaming division can cover your event with a professional and experienced crew to give your event worldwide coverage. Don't miss out. Contact Masters Entertainment Group today.
The places we call work and home are starting to look more and more alike. When you could live and work anywhere, why not make it somewhere extraordinary? Where the air is fresher, your paycheck goes further, and at up to 10 gigabits per second, the internet is some of the fastest in the country. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready. Start your next chapter at bristolisready.com.
It's important that your car's chassis and undercarriage are well protected from the elements. NH Oil Undercoatings is the industry leader in technologically advanced, solvent-free, non-toxic, non-hazardous vehicle protective coatings. Don't wait until you have a structural failure or fail a safety inspection. Minimize auto corrosion damage and maximize protection for your investment with NH Oil Undercoatings. NH Oil Undercoatings. When it comes to auto corrosion prevention, we've got you covered.
We discovered McAllister's way back when my husband and I were still dating. It's so nice to be able to just hop on the app, order our favorites, enjoy our McAllisters at home. It's awesome. Especially to working parents with 2 young kids. It is so fresh and it feels okay feeding it to my children weekly.
Sometimes to get the job done, you have to get down low and go under. Easy to do with the Magic Creeper. Nothing's easier and more efficient than the patented Magic Creeper. Maneuver easily over any surface with limited wear and tear. Small objects are no obstacle. All with zero ground clearance and giving you 4 to 5 feet of travel. And with no weight limit, it can help move heavy objects. Visit MagicCreeper.com to get exclusive pricing and free shipping. Slow roasted roast beef, turkey, and premium Angus beef, sliced fresh every day. Jamocha shakes, root beer floats, and more. Get yours at Arby's of the Tri-Cities, your neighborhood restaurant. With deep roots in our region, Arby's is committed to strengthening its commitment to the Tri-Cities and investing in the surrounding areas. Arby's, great food and great neighbors supporting the Tri-Cities community. Arby's, we have the meats.
Go deep inside every automotive system with Tech Garage. From engines to braking systems, from fuel injection to suspension and more, our team has it covered. Learn how your car works and what to do when it doesn't. Join ASE certified master technician John Gardner and his Tech Garage team every Saturday. There's no show like Tech Garage presented by RockAuto.com. And it's only on Motor Trend, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern and Pacific.
If you have a classic car that needs modern sound but with a flashback look, then Custom Auto Sound is the place to turn. Custom Auto Sound has been handcrafting OEM-style radios since 1977, and today they have systems for over 400 makes and models of classic cars. Custom Auto Sound units also offer modern convenience options such as iPod and USB docks, as well as Bluetooth connectivity. Whatever you drive, a Custom Auto Sound radio will make it come alive.
There's a certain connection that a driver has with their automobile relative to sound.
The Borley exhaust brings an aspect to your vehicle that it did not leave the factory with.
It puts a sense of soul into something that a lot of exhaust manufacturers try to achieve with no success.
What we really build here is excitement. And we guarantee it for a million miles.
Masters Entertainment Group is now offering live event streaming. Masters Entertainment Group's live streaming division can cover your event with a professional and experienced crew to give your event worldwide coverage. Don't miss out. Contact Masters Entertainment Group today.
The places we call work and home are starting to look more and more alike. When you could live and work anywhere, why not make it somewhere extraordinary? Where the air is fresher, your paycheck goes further, and at up to 10 gigabits per second, the internet is some of the fastest in the country. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready. Start your next chapter at bristolisready.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. Just a little over 3 minutes to go till the start of second half action. Good to get the Tornado players warming up and hoping to have a better second half than the first. They find themselves down by 13. Bit of good news, though, in the Tornado world is I was talking to Travis before the game, and our men's volleyball team able to head up to St. Francis in Pennsylvania and get 2 wins last night and today. He said that is the first, apparently these are our first victories over a Division I opponent, so that is a huge big deal. But we'll take a quick peek at our halftime stats as we get ready for the second half. Field goal percentage, not great for the Tornado. Not exactly stellar for Southern Wesleyan either, but they do have the lead, and that is what counts. Get my stats pulled up here on my screen as well. Big difference in the three-point percentage, 33% for the Warriors. That's 6 of 18. King, not good, 2 of 11. That's 18% from three-point land. Rebounding edge to the Warriors. Turnovers pretty similar there. Can go both ways, but again, as I mentioned at the end of the first half, the big difference is at the foul line, where Southern Wesleyan is 12 of 14 from the line, 85%. King has only shot it 6 times. They've made 5 of them, so they've made the most of their opportunities, but just not getting there as much as can be. The biggest difference from last night is really the absence of scoring from MJ Faust. We mentioned he had a career high 31 points, just 4 points today. Brandon Lambert leading the way with 6, and Connor Jordan off the bench with 5 points. For the Warriors, the only player in double figures for either team is TJ Dunlap. He's got 12 points. Edwin Brady with 9, and Solomon Smith with 8, leading the way for Southern Wesleyan as they look to sweep this little doubleheader that we've had last night and today. But King hopefully has some other plans in store for the second half. Next broadcast here for basketball will be our women, and that is on, let me get the schedule pulled up here. That is on Thursday night. Just the ladies playing at 6 o'clock versus Converse College. We'll have double header action, men and women, next Tuesday, February 2nd. And that is against Lee's McCray at 5 and 7 o'clock. You can check kingtornado.com for up-to-date schedules and information if there's any changes to be made. I also want to direct you to conferencecarolinas.com as you can keep up to date on all the teams in the league and any happenings going on there. Warriors with the basketball, and they'll be moving from right to left on your screen as we're set to go here. Second half actions. James Fisher on the call for the Tornado Sports Network. Thank you so much for tuning in on your Saturday afternoon. Here's a quick three-pointer up and no good by Addy, but they get the offensive board. They'll try it again. That putback is good. Trenard Farrell getting the offensive rebound and the putback. Little floater in the lane from Michael Mays, no good. That was working last night. It's not working today. Warriors wanted an oop, but Tornado had other ideas about that. Good defensive stop. Back the other way. Relford is fouled. I'll say that was on the floor, so we'll have it inbound. That's Mays for 3. No. Fighting for the board, and the putback finally ends up in Damian Ottman's hand, and he will put it in there for 2. 6 points for Damian now. There's a 3 up and good. Jalen Lowry connecting from downtown. 3-pointer from Relford, no good. Mays might have got away with a foul there. No call. 3 this way, halfway down. No good from DeMarcus Addy. That was close. Foul's caught on Hunter Davis. That's his second. Fighting for the loose ball. Tornado will have it. Josh has given the lane. He takes it. Shot up, no good. Asking the official where the foul was. No call. Pull-up jumper is good. Jalen Lowry had to look at 3. The ball fake makes that 2-pointer instead. MJ will pull back 3. No good. Offensive board, Lambert takes it into a couple defenders. Faust able to get his man up in the air and draw the foul. He'll hit the line to shoot 2. Faust, the junior from Little Rock, Arkansas. A transfer of Lawson State Community College. Knocks down the first one. Connects on both of those. And maybe that'll get MJ's day going. He's got 6 so far. Double team, open man across court. He'll drive. No, good defense there. That's the defender shot, no good for Lowry. Faust attacks, drive, dish. Lambert for 2. Nice play on the assist by Faust. Lambert puts it in. Three-pointer is no good. Jalen Lowry unable to connect. Tornado do not have numbers. Corner, skip pass. 3 is good. MJ Faust for 3, and timeout called. Is it video timeout?
I think so.
Yeah. This is King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
Slow roasted roast beef, turkey, and premium Angus beef, sliced fresh every day. Jamocha shakes and more. Get yours at Arby's of the Tri-Cities, your neighborhood restaurant. With deep roots in our region, Arby's is committed to strengthening its commitment to the Tri-Cities and investing in the surrounding areas. Arby's, great food and great neighbors supporting the Tri-Cities community. Arby's, we have the meats.
The places we call work and home are starting to look more and more alike. When you could live and work anywhere, why not make it somewhere extraordinary? Where the air is fresher, your paycheck goes further, and at up to 10 gigabits per second, the internet is some of the fastest in the country. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready. Start your next chapter at bristolisready.com.
Welcome back. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. Here on the Student Center Complex on the campus of King University. Your King University Tornado and the visiting Southern Wesleyan Warriors. Kings showing some signs of life here in the second half. They've outscored the Warriors 9-7. After that three-point basket by MJ Faust. He's showing some signs of life as well. 9 points for him. Nearly a steal. Kings got to get hot, and so the Wesleyan has to cool down to make this comeback happen. Spin around, I was going to say that's got to be close to 3-second call, but they're going to call the foul on Josh Relaford with the slap. That's his third. And we'll do another media timeout. This is King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
Slow roasted roast beef, turkey, and premium Angus beef, sliced fresh every day. Jamocha shakes and more. Get yours at Arby's of the Tri-Cities, your neighborhood restaurant. With deep roots in our region, Arby's is committed to strengthening its commitment to the Tri-Cities and investing in the surrounding areas. Arby's, great food and great neighbors supporting the Tri-Cities community. Arby's, we have the meats.
The places we call work and home are starting to look more and more alike. When you could live and work anywhere, why not make it somewhere extraordinary? Where the air is fresher, your paycheck goes further, and at up to 10 gigabits per second, the internet is some of the fastest in the country. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready. Start your next chapter at bristolisready.com.
King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. A little double media timeout action for us there, but that's all right. So you take a look inside the Tornado huddle. Not a lot's happened since the last time, but Southern Wesleyan will have it underneath their own goal after the foul. Warriors able to get that one in. King looking to make a stop. Or nearly a steal there by MJ. Swing pass around and a beautiful pass. That is not going to count. Charging. Foul called. And that will send it back the other way. You can see there on the Arby's instant replay, just a little bit out of control. And they will call that foul on Dunlap, his second. Big time call there, saves the basket, gives King the ball. Trying to get this thing into single digits. Got a whistle away from the ball. It's Damian slow to get up. I didn't see that one, but foul called on Hunter. It's his first. Here's the Arby's instant replay, and yeah, just a strong foul there. It looks like Damian is all right. MJ backing down the defender, strong move to the basket for two. He's heating up. This is the exact point in the game where a home court advantage would come into play. Just not going to be a factor this season. Three-pointer is up and no good by Hunter. Here come the Tornado. MJ serves back out to Almond. Relford for three, no. Big time offensive rebound, Lambert. Can't get the second chance though. Man-to-man defense by the Tornado, looking to make a stop. Open man on the corner, three-pointer is good. Russia, Hunter for three. Substitutions in for both squads as Brooks and Howard check in for King. I saw Hunter Davis in for the Warriors. Missed the other one. We'll get in a second. There's another three, this time from the top. Back-to-back three-pointers by Hunter. And boom, back up to 15. There's a foul on Mays. Should send him to the line. The other substitution a moment ago, that's DeMarcus Addy in for the Warriors. So you can check out the Arby's instant replay, the drive and the foul. Michael will shoot two. Southern Wesleyan already with 6 fouls, 14 minutes to go. Next one will put King in the bonus. Two Much needed points there. Michael with 5 on the day. There's Hunter for 3 again. He can't connect this time. In the corner, Howard thought about 3. He'll drive to the basket. Stop, jump, no good. Tip, no good. Gets a 3rd try and is fouled. Big effort there by Darren Howard. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. The Arby's instant replay. It was the first shot, no good. Tip, no good. And then the foul. Fighting hard down there.
Hunter, you got to take it out.
First foul shot is good as Brendan Hoban will check in for the Warriors. Dunlap out. Second shot's good. Silly foul there. Mays guilty of that one, his second. So they'll toss it in right here in front of us. DeMarcus Addy will toss it in. Trying to get the ball down to Davis, a little too much bumping down there on the block. They will whistle Isaiah Curry for the foul. And able to get the steal. He's off to the races. Curry came up oddly there. He's fouled. Looked like he had a pretty open lane to the basket. Shooting 2 shots, Isaiah Curry, the senior from Windermere, Florida. Transfer of Parkland College. Hits the first. Edwan Brady will check out. I believe it was Jalen Lowry back in. 1 and 2 at the line for Curry. Foul before the drive on the floor. I'm going to get Jason Brooks on that one. That's his 3rd. 20 back on the shot clock. Tried under their own basket. Backdoor cut anticipated perfectly by Howard. They'll take it to Brooks. No good, and they're going to whistle the foul. You see the Arby's instant replay. Brooks is fouled, will head to the line. A foul on Hunter Davis, his 3rd. Can't rattle home the first one. Brooks, the Lake Charles, Louisiana product. Misses them both. Drive to the basket, floater is up, no good by Addy. Pass down to Curry on the block. He finds the open man. Mr. Brooks with the two-pointer. Lead is finally in single digits. There's the Tornado bench chanting defense. Three-pointer is no good. Addy with the miss. Floater, yes! Nicely done. Darren Howard. Tornado with some momentum. That's the one's out. Last touch, Warriors. 11:38 to go. That'll be our under 12 media timeout. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
If you've never visited McAllister before, I 100% suggest you do, because you're going to be treated like family and the food you receive is going to be top notch. I just love being able to sit down with the guests and chit chat with them about anything. We care about them as a guest and also as a friend at the same time.
There's a certain connection that a driver has with their automobile relative to sound.
The Borley exhaust brings an aspect to your vehicle that it did not leave the factory with.
It puts a sense of soul into something that a lot of exhaust manufacturers try to achieve with no success.
What we really build here is excitement. And we guarantee it for 1,000,000 miles.
King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. You see Coach Gillespie there. Got to be happy with the second half performance from his team. 20-13 scoring advantage for the Tornado at the moment. And that's one of those deals like the media timeouts are helpful. That King had finally got some momentum going. They will have the basketball and see if they can carry it through the media timeout. Blake Atwood in the game for the Tornado now. Trying to get it down to Curry on the block. Nice. Good ball movement there after the double team. They get to Curry, and he will be shooting 1 and 1. Or no, that's 10 now. So double bonus time for King, shooting 2. Big time foul shots here. First one's good. See Farrell back in for the Warriors. Davis out. That last foul on Solomon Smith, his first. 1 and 2 at the line. Ball loose momentarily. King 13 of 18 at the line tonight. Defense non-existent on that play. Easy layup for Dunlap. Atwood with the drive, and he is fouled. So Atwood had to look at the three, drive, and he will head to the basket. That is the second foul called on Farrell. Blake Atwood, the sophomore from Mountain City, Tennessee. Clanks the first one. Trying to get in the scorer's book here. And he does. 1 and 1, or 1 and 2 at the line, rather. King's going to have to make their foul shots down the stretch if they're going to come back in this one. Tornado caught a break on that one. There's a three-pointer, and they made them pay. Looked like they had an easy two. Instead, kicked back to the three. And that was Lowry making them pay. He's got 12 points.
Hey, DeMarcus, low. Stay with it. Hands.
So far, Southern Wesleyan has answered the King runs.
Get out, team.
Brooks with a beautiful pass. Isaiah Curry left all alone under the basket. He's got 8 points. 10 minutes to go. Plenty of time. What is that? Air ball. Offered up, no good. Tornado will have it. Edwan Brady checks back in. DeMarcus Addy out. There'll be a foul called on TJ Dunlap. And Josh Relaford will toe the line to shoot two. Can't connect on the first one. Tornado 14 of 21 at the line right now. It's going to be under 70%. One and two at the line for Josh. Davis and Addy back in for the Warriors. Dunlap and Smith out. Lead is down to 6. There's a steal. 2 on 2. Atwood will take it. Blocking foul. See the Arby's instant replay there is, oh boy.
Hey, who got shooter? Who's got shooter?
A foul called on Jalen Lowry. Atwood hits the first. Hits them both, 4-point game. A little bit of a trap. Now, the Davis would have turned around. He had a 2-on-1, but Southern Wesleyan will set it up. Three-pointer is up and good. Another big answer from DeMarcus Addy.
Get back.
In the corner, Brooks thought about a three. No, he'll drive, kick it out. It'll be an offensive foul. Push off called on Josh Relaford. That is his fourth.
Hey, slice back.
So he'll have a seat. Connor Jordan back in. It's not what Coach Gillespie wanted on that last possession.
Come back, DeMarcus.
There's a trap.
Attack it.
And they will get across the line. And a reach-in foul is going to be called on Connor Jordan. This game has slowed down to a crawl with all the fouls. That's foul number 6. So one more before Warriors will be shooting foul shots. Ball knocked away. Looked like it was a clean pick. see who they call this on. Okay, it was on Jordan. Shooting 1-1 for the Warriors. That's DeMarcus Addy. First one is good. He'll earn a second. Second shot is good. Checking in for the Warriors, number 4, Solomon Smith, and Trinard Farrell checking out. Lead pushed back up to 9. King got it down to as close as 4. Southern Wesleyan doing a good job answering. There's a 3, no good from Howard. Would have been a big shot, couldn't connect. There's a charge is called. And with that, that'll be our under 8 media timeout. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
TVNetwork.com. MTN has been a television staple for nearly 30 years, producing series on Motor Trend, CBS Sports, ESPN, and many more. And now our team of network TV veterans can bring your event to life. Corporate events or meetings, competitions, sports. If you can dream it, we can stream it. Just email Holly at masterstv.com to live stream your event to the world.
This is Conference Carolinas.
Welcome back. This is King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. Live action here on the Tornado Sports Network. As you first we saw the Warrior huddle, now the Tornado huddle. King down by 9. They've made a couple runs to try to get back in this one. Going to take a little bit more down the stretch. Connor Jordan, 2 pushed up the floor.
Cross screen, down screen. That's a moving screen. Look, push off.
Oh.
Yes, sir, one.
Connor probably lucky he didn't get called for one there. Ball fake. Beautiful move. Reverse layup by Jason Brooks. Defensive pressure, fast break, and that is a foul. Hunter Davis will head to the line to shoot 2. If you get a chance, take the. Looky, here's Davis. Gets ready to shoot the foul shot. First one's no good. Misses them both. Keeps the door open for the Tornado. Curry with a turnaround jumper, no good. Tough shot there. Baseline drive out to a wide open Davis for three. Hunter knocks that one down. He's in double figures with 10 points. Deep three-pointer, Blake Atwood with the answer. Not been a whole lot of threes to talk about today, but there's one. Trap in the corner. Again, Warriors able to handle it. Tornado 4 of 18 from downtown today. It's 22%. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Strong move, no good. There's Atwood with the rebound, and he is fouled. That'll be Edwan Brady guilty of the foul that time, as you see on the Arby's instant replay. Tried to reach in for the ball. Subs for both teams here. Hoban coming back in for the Warriors. Mays, Lambert, Ottman, and Faust. Everybody but the shooter, I believe.
Hey, call your matchups. Call your matchups right now.
No, Connor Jordan will stay out, and Mays will check in for Atwood if he gets the make. And he does.
Hey, D-Mark, check it out. Hey, stack right there, one.
So lead back down 2-6. Starters plus Connor Jordan in there now. Let's see if they can make a run. That's going to be a. It's waiting for the whistle on that one. Open lane for Davis. He loses the ball. They're going to say that is a charge on Hunter Davis, his 4th. Looks like he, to the eye, it looked like he lost the ball, as you can see there on the Arby's instant replay. He can't believe it.
Come on, man, come on. Let's go.
There's a chance for the Tornado. They got as close as 4 at one point.
Back screen, get to it. Dig one.
Faust calls for it. He's got the whole right side. Defense comes over too late. Off the glass. Nicely done. He's got 13. A little bit of pressure. Now they fall back. There's the switch. Lambert, the hand in his face. Can't connect on that shot from Addy. They swing it around. Faust in that corner for 3. No. Would have been huge. 1-on-1. Addy pull up, no good. Gets his own putback, is good. So King unable to get back after the missed 3-pointer, leads to the easy basket. Well, would have been easy basket. He got the follow. Bit of a touch foul there. Call that one on Solomon Smith, number 4. First shot is good for Connor. Second shot, no good. King 19 of 27 at the line. Hit your foul shots, completely different game. Ball stripped away. Lambert does not have numbers. He gives it over to Jordan. Fast break, and it is rejected. Connor kind of out of control, and Sullivan made him pay. King will have it under their own basket. 25 seconds to go. Next dead ball will be our last media timeout of the day. King trying to cut it a little closer. And we're backs it down. Fader is good. Brandon Lambert in double figures now with 10. That is a offensive foul. I was going to say, I thought it was a carry. It's the offensive foul. The lead is 3. As you can see here on the Arby's instant replay, there's the push. This is King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee is brought to you by Arby's. We have the meats. Slow roasted roast beef, turkey, and premium Angus beef, sliced fresh every day. Jamocha shakes and more. Get yours at Arby's of the Tri-Cities, your neighborhood restaurant. With deep roots in our region, Arby's is committed to strengthening its commitment to the Tri-Cities and investing in the surrounding areas. Arby's, great food and great neighbors supporting the Tri-Cities community. Arby's, we have the meats.
The places we call work and home are starting to look more and more alike. When you could live and work anywhere, why not make it somewhere extraordinary? Where the air is fresher, your paycheck goes further, and at up to 10 gigabits per second, the internet is some of the fastest in the country. Whether you need to be connected or get reconnected, Bristol is ready. Start your next chapter at bristolisready.com.
Welcome back, everybody. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. We've got a good one for you. 3:28 to go. Tornado have cut it 2-3. And they will have the basketball after the offensive foul right before the media timeout. Just talking during the break, the way they've been shooting the 3 ball, maybe wanted to stick to the 2-pointers here for the rest of it. Tornado are 4 of 19 from downtown, so you'd like them to tie it up here, but that is a kick. King will have it. Official says, hang on just a second.
Coming off one. It's on his hip.
So we're good. 23 on the shot clock. Damian takes it himself. Off-balance shot. And didn't hit much, if anything. Mays tried to come up with it out of bounds. Warrior basketball. Full court pressure. It's led to a couple turnovers, but it's also had some easy buckets, so King needs to be careful with that. Gets his man up in the air, double team. Ball knocked away a couple times. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Drive up off the glass, nicely done. It's a big time shot by Dunlap. He's got 14 points now. Mays with the drive to the basket. Off the glass with a sweet touch for 2. Michael just 7 points on the day, but 2 big ones there. Warriors will hold it and set the offense up. The lead is 3. Pull-up jumper, oh man, could have easily been and one. Brady knocks that one down. He's in double figures with 11. MJ tries to take himself out for it. No, Damian reconsiders the 3. Brandon will take the 3. Can't connect. Big offensive rebound. Connor Jordan with the putback. Again, Southern Wesleyan slowing it down. Want to take off some time. Down to 10. Wide open three in the corner. Can't connect. They get the rebound. Off the miss by Dunlap. That would have been a dagger. King with a chance. Damian again does not take the three. Faces a double team. Somebody's got to be open. It's Connor Jordan halfway across the floor, though. Offensive foul. Damian guilty of the offensive foul, lowering the shoulder, his third. He is frustrated with himself. Full timeout is called by the Southern Wesleyan bench. We'll take it with them. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee.
Go deep inside every automotive system with Tech Garage. From engines to braking systems, from fuel injection to suspension and more, our team has it covered. Learn how your car works and what to do when it doesn't. Join ASE certified master technician John Gardner and his Tech Garage team every Saturday. There's no show like Tech Garage presented by RockAuto.com. And it's only on Motor Trend, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern and Pacific.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media,
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
Welcome back. King University basketball presented by the city of Bristol, Tennessee. We've got 57.3 left in this contest. Tornado had opportunity there, but the offensive foul will turn it back over. As you see Southern Wesleyan in the huddle there. And all they got to do is hold it, really. Take 30 seconds off this clock and try to come away with the sweep in this little doubleheader that we've had last night and today. King would really not like that. As you recall, the Warriors knocked out King of the conference tournament last year, and then the win last night. 3-point game. A little bit of pressure. Able to get across the line in plenty of time. And if King was going to foul, they would have done it a long time ago. $10 on the shot clock. Got to have a stop. Three-pointer. Can't get it. Offensive rebound. Now they got a foul. Now they got a foul. So King had a shot, but that ball just bounced off the rim way long. Nobody in position. Those long rebounds always favor the offense of getting the offensive board. So heading to the line, shooting twos, TJ Dunlap. Hits the first, and that's a big one. Two-possession game. Tornado 4 of 20 from downtown today, and down 5. It's a bad combination. Got to get a quick shot. That's a quick shot. Miss, no good. Ball loose. Got to take it. Mays for three. No. Ball loose again. Last touch. Tornado. That'll about do it. Copy that. King University basketball will stay right here during the timeout. just a 30-second timeout. 9.9 left to go in this one. Coach Gillespie asking for the timeout. I do believe it was a 30-second, but I didn't see for sure. 1 timeout left for King, 2 for King, 1 timeout left for Southern Wesleyan. Both teams in the double bonus, so King will foul right away and send them to the line, but down 5 with less than 10 seconds. Not going to be a lot they can do. That was their big chance right there. We'll try to catch Coach Gillespie after this one and hear his thoughts. He was pretty disappointed last night, and I imagine it'll be the same today. But stick with this. We'll throw it to a quick break after play concludes and try to catch up with Coach and be right back. Just guys, letting you guys know what's going to happen. Don't go anywheres. They get the ball in, and there is the foul. That was you could hear that slap from here. Foul's on Relford, so he will check out with his 5th foul. And looked like Brandon got smacked in the mouth. Seems to be okay. All right, so we're all sorted out here, heading to the line to shoot 2, TJ Dunlap. First shot is good. Dunlap leading the way for the Warriors. He's got 19 points to lead all scorers. Make it 20. Disappointing last night and tonight for the Tornadoes, the air ball by Jordan. Southern Wesleyan will improve to 2-1 on the season and in conference. King falling to 2-4 overall now, 1-3 in conference play. So we'll take a quick timeout here and be back with the coach here at King University Basketball, presented by the City of Bristol, Tennessee.
Go deep inside every automotive system with Tech Garage. From engines to braking systems, from fuel injection to suspension and more, our team has it covered. Learn how your car works and what to do when it doesn't. Join ASE certified master technician John Gardner and his Tech Garage team every Saturday. There's no show like Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com. And it's only on Motor Trend, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern and Pacific.
All right, everybody. King University Basketball presented by the City of Bristol, Tennessee. Coach Gillespie, not what you wanted last night, maybe not what you wanted today either, but you guys fought hard to the very end.
It's a little better. Growing pains. We got growing pains of just learning how to play a little differently. Not much differently, actually, but just, little things got us. I thought we made some good defensive adjustments to where we made it a little bit more difficult for them to score it in the second half. We didn't give up 104 points. It was just 82. But, you saw in the second half what we want to be more like. Outscoring them 42-36 and having a chance to tie the game late. Where our guys, we challenged our guys with the word resilience. Are you going to be resilient? And I thought they were. They showed that they're not going to back down, even though we had a what were we down 18 at one point, and a lot of teams, some teams could fold on that one and not even try to come back. But we kept battling. We've got a lot to build on after watching, after seeing what we can do in that second half, especially on the defensive side. So yeah.
I think it speaks volumes. Like you said, you were down by that one. You got down to 1 point at one point in time. When the 3-pointers were not falling like they were today, that speaks volumes that you guys were able to come back.
Yeah, and shoot 4 of 22 from 3, and they go 12 of 33. That's a good percentage. It's a good college basketball percentage for them, and for us, it's a bad high school percentage. And we're still within a couple possessions of competing there at the end, which is good to see because credit their defense of making our threes a little bit more difficult, more challenged threes, and they were getting better looks possibly than us, better open looks, especially in the first half. But we can build on this for sure. Again, that's one of the best teams in the conference. We want to be. I think we showed that we're close. We're just not quite all the way there yet.
Had a big night from MJ last night, a little bit different today. Was fatigue a factor for anybody?
Probably for both teams, I'm sure. I mean, number 0, Dunlap for them, 8 points last night. He was playing guest. Tonight he played 20, goes for 20, and he's a good player. So for different guys, it's going to affect them differently. MJ's such a high energy guy. I mean, he still contributed a lot in a lot of different ways today. And that's going to be the challenge with us, over the course of this year. Who do we have to rely on night in and night out, and possession to possession, where that can fluctuate, especially early on in the season. Again, we're 5-6 games in now, and 4 of them have been conference games. That's not normal, and so we're not the best version of ourselves yet. I'm sure Southern Wesleyan isn't either, but we're just seeing what we need to do to keep improving.
2 tough ones on the road before see you guys again.
Hey, it's unforgiving this year, and that's okay. We're just appreciative to have a chance to play right now.
Absolutely.
And we're just glad to be in the position we're in.
Blessed to be able to play a game that you
love. I hate to be that long between seeing you guys, because you guys do a great job here, and we appreciate what y'all are doing.
Well, we can't wait to have you back. We'll see you guys. Good luck on the road. We'll see you in a few.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up here. Like I said, the next broadcast, the women in action, and we'll be back with the men. It'll be a little while, but that next game is Thursday night against Converse at 6 o'clock, January the 28th. This has been King University Basketball presented by the City of Bristol, Tennessee.